We are staying with the trial of Nnamdi Kanu at the Federal High Court in Abuja.
Thank you, sir. Sorry for the disturbance.
I don't like to record them when they're having private conversation.
What's recorded?
Huh?
How can I pick their voice from there?
The voice is not, you're not picking it. I'm from your computer, I don't like
I can do it even if I'm using an ultra microphone.
it will still pick. That phone is picking their voices.
Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Sorry, got the number protect again. I told you go while you today.
All right, today is the 28th day of May 2025, and Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, has appeared in court. Yes. Now, some of you may be wondering what will happen today. Now, if you remember, the last court case he went a couple of days ago, the cross-examination that went on between Nnamdi Kanu's legal team and the witness that Nigerian government brought, BBB, ended. So today, we are expecting the Nigerian government to bring their witnesses. They say they still have more witnesses to testify against Nnamdi Kanu. So we are waiting for them to bring them on. And of course, they will come and testify, and Nnamdi Kanu's legal team will cross-examine him. We ask him questions, and the person will answer. I just pray that the person don't end up like BBB and AAA, where they will keep saying, I don't know, my Lord. I don't know, my Lord. Let the person answer since he or she wants to testify. Anyway, those who were to subscribe to this channel, because I'm here live and direct following the case, and whatever or however it goes, I'll bring it down to you here live and direct. All right, so please do well to subscribe to this channel, turn on your notification button so you get notified anytime I upload a video. Now, in the next video you're going to watch, I'm going to present to you the event that went on in the last court case. They went in the last court case, so that you know what happened in the last court case and know what we are expecting today. All right, so please just sit back, don't forget to subscribe, then you drop your comment on the comment section. As I always say, do not forget to pray for our leaders, pray for Nnamdi Kanu, pray for the state of Biafra, and pray for prisoners of conscience, that God will continue to strengthen them, that God will continue to guide them and give them wisdom to carry out these tasks. Now please do well to drop your comment, but for now, watch what happened in the last court case.
No, let it. No, come on, go ahead. We're not waiting.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Yet, the cross-examination of the second prosecution witness was concluded today, and the court has adjourned the matter for 6 days. We're back on the 28th of May, the 29th of May, 6 June, 16 June, 18 June, and 19 June for the prosecution to continue to present their case. And that's good.
Don't ask, man, don't ask again.
With the pace that the government is going, are you satisfied?
No, we have said enough.
Uche Nanjaka.
All right. So finally, we receive an update of what happened in the courtroom today, where Nnamdi Kanu's case was being judged. Right? Now, I'm going to read it. I'll try as much as possible to place it on the screen so that you will see what happened, because as I watch this one, it's honestly very funny. The DSS, please let me read it. I'll place it on the screen. Now it says, Nigerian Secret Police, DSS, deny role in controversial adoption of IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. Now, the news in detail. This was revealed during the resumed cross-examination of a prosecution witness known only by the codename BBB, an intelligence operative of the DSS, who appeared before the Federal High Court in Abuja. The Department of State Service, DSS, has denied any role in the controversial adoption of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. This was revealed during the resumed cross-examination of a prosecution witness known only by the codename BBB, an intelligence operative of the DSS, who appeared before the Federal High Court in Abuja. Queried by Paul Irokoro San, counsel for the embattled IPOB leader, the masked witness claimed the DSS has no operational jurisdiction outside Nigeria's territory bonds, highlighting that Kanu's 2021 rendition from Nairobi was executed by forces beyond the agency's legal reach. Pressed further on whether politicians or government ministers could manipulate the DSS, the witness distanced the agents from such influence, insisting that it operates under the direct control of the Office of the National Security Advisor, NSA. He added that the Attorney General of the Federation does not indicate or interfere in the agency's covert operations. BBB gave a sweeping overview of how the DSS gathered its intelligence, mentioning sources ranging from human informants to social media platforms. Due to their specialized training, he ascertained that DSS operatives possesses the capacity to extract virtual information from any environment. In a dramatic twist, BBB admitted that Kanu personally told him that he was kidnapped in Kenya and ferried into Nigeria against his will. Yet, the intelligence officer was quick to absolve his agency of involvement in the operation, reiterating that the DSS lacks the constitutional mandate to arrest individuals outside Nigeria's borders. Pivoting to the substance of the prosecution's case, the witness accused Kanu of using his Radio Biafra broadcast to incite widespread violence, including during the 2020 EndSARS protests. He claimed the IPOB leader had openly declared his intention to secure Biafra by any means necessary, even if it meant war. According to the testimony, Kanu's inciting heretic allegedly spanked a series of violence incidents, including the touching of a police station in Ebonyi State, an erroneous attack on a Lagos State High Court, and the burning of a cargo shed at Murtala Muhammed International Airport. As the cross-examination progressed, defense lawyer Erokoro requested an adjournment to enable the team to present a crucial video clip as evidence. The court acceded to the request after earlier admitting certified through copies of judgment from 3 fundamental right cases previously fixed by Kanu in Abia, Enugu, and the Federal High Court in Umuahia. Before diving into the courtroom drama, procedures began with Kanu's lead team, Kanu Agabi San, drawing the court's attention to a complaint by the prosecution lead counsel, Adebayoga Amorowo San, over alleged illegal live streaming of the trial. Aloy Ejimako, a member of Kanu's legal team, was accused of consistently posting misleading courtroom updates and documents on social media. Amorowo called for a total ban on mobile phones inside the courtroom, lamenting what he described as a deliberate attempt to sensationalize the procedures. The presiding judge, Justice James Omotosho, did not mince words. He sternly warned all legal counsel to maintain professionalism and avoid conduct capable of derailing the judicial process. He specifically cautioned Ejimako that continued violation of courtroom protocol would earn him professional sanctions, including being disbanded. Justice Omotosho reframed that the case was being heard on an accelerated schedule in the interest of justice, particularly for Kanu, who has spent a prolonged period in detention. He cautioned all parties to avoid actions that would amount to misconduct or fuel further tension in an already political charged atmosphere. The judge subsequently adjourned the case to Thursday, May 22nd, to continue the cross-examination of the second prosecution witness. All right, so this is how it went today. Anyway, you have seen it. So please do well to drop your comment on the comment section while we wait for what will happen tomorrow. All right?
You had a meeting with Nnamdi Kanu, and that sparked, in fact, at
New York.
Yeah, I think you got arrested after that meeting. People would say, you people are not fighting the same cause. You are fighting to be the president of the country. He is fighting to divide the country. People would say, why would you be seen in such a meeting? Would you like to clear that?
Anybody that lacks any sense of consciousness would ignore social movements. That is the problem with Nigerian leadership. You cannot have a country in which there are 251 tribes or language, and one big section says we are not satisfied with here. You don't talk to them. You don't understand that. Then you are not a leader of that country. The reason I met him was to understand first what struggle was about, which I knew already. And secondly, to also advise him on the way that I think we could all work together. And thirdly, to send a message to the Nigerian people that we can walk through our differences, even at these levels. And I was surprised that, contrary to what some people are saying, he did not want Nigeria to break up. He wanted a Nigeria where the Igbo man can survive. But for an Igbo man to survive in Nigeria, as it is currently put together, Nigeria must break.
Wait, the meeting you had with Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes.
You are telling us now that Nnamdi Kanu, from what you understand from the meeting with him, he does not want Nigeria to break, to divide.
No, he said clearly that it is too late for Nigeria to come together. But he gave his point. We live streamed the meeting now. It's online.
Okay.
And part of it was live streamed. Some of them were private. But he said that he feels that if Nigeria were to respect certain protocols, including a referendum inserted in the constitution, and he still says it even now in court, that if he's released, he will go back and end the bloodshed. The bloodshed is in that part, and that a conversation can, it says that in every court appearance, that he's being held is not helping the opportunity to have a conversation about whatever it is, the unity you are begging for. But you see, Nigeria has a problem. And I've always said, Nigeria has an Igbo problem. And I'm not saying it to please people who are known as Igbos. But the moment they decided to take the action they took in 1967 to 1970, the war, Nigeria, having won that war in their eyes, never forgave the Igbos. That is the reality. And if I were to be president of Nigeria today, the first thing I would do is to head to the Southeast and apologize to them for the war. Part of it is that I'd never participated in it. And I cannot continue to fight a war that I did not engage in. And then ask them, what do we want?
So are you saying that the federal government has like even before successive governments, they've always had this anger against the Igbos?
There is a secret memo. I don't know where it is located in government that whenever we want to take charge in this country, be careful of the Igbo. Don't give them position. Don't give them opportunity. Otherwise, they will overrun. It is a well-known fact. Even our parents, tell us, Igbo. You understand? Some of them even say unconsciously, they even say it on radio shows in this country. So don't let us lie to ourselves, because except we bring this out openly and discuss, it's a taboo that we have refused to discuss.
True.
We are not going to solve the problem. It is the reason why the federal government of Nigeria feels that in 2024, detaining Nnamdi Kanu against all the court orders, against all the court rulings, is the only way to go. You know, I was detained in the DSS place for 5 months.
Yes.
There's nothing there to detain anybody. So the place is not even functioning. The DSS headquarters. Yes, is it the same DSS people who are watching BB Nigeria from morning till night? No, it's true now. I was there with them for 5 months. I've said this publicly. So all the institutions in this country are broken down. But let's get back to the reality. One thing I've told people is that you are looking at Igbos as the only people who want to secede. But who in this country today has not mentally seceded from Nigeria? Mentally seceded. Who has not left? Except those who are trapped. If anybody in this country is working in a bank and he has 10 million naira and somebody say you can get into Canada, he will leave the next day.
I swear.
Is that not secession? Is it, what of secession is that you leave a country, you say to that country goodbye,
and not do it
you
again.
get to the other country, you bow down, you touch the soil, and then you renounce your citizenship of the country you are coming from. Is that not what they call secession? So if you want to look at the number of people that have seceded in that Japa syndrome, there are more than all the Igbos combined together who are asking to leave. And in the process of keeping Nigeria united, we have let go of more citizens than the country should have. Yes.
So you think if they had, because I mean, from the last thing you said now, you say in the process of trying to keep Nigeria united,
yes,
we have let go of more citizens than we should have.
Of course.
So if we had allowed for the division or secession of Nigeria, most of our citizens that are outside would not have been outside.
No, you see, it is not the secession I'm talking about.
Okay, what are you talking about?
It is what led to the war that we did not address.
Okay.
And what happened after the war. Why is it that Nigeria hasn't been able to overcome the Biafran problem? It's because Nigeria never addressed what the Biafrans were asking for before the war.
What were they asking?
They were asking for to be treated not as second-class citizens in this country. Don't you know what happened, the called pogrom in this country, where people were slaughtered and their bodies and their heads placed inside the train going down south? Yes, from the north, from the mid, the different parts of the north. Are we ignoring that? So
that happened
before the war.
Before the war, that's what they call pogrom. You know, people who are settled, doing well. they were slaughtering them and sending their bodies and their heads inside calabash and sending on trains that was heading east.
Were they Easterners?
They were Easterners.
Yes,
Why are you asking me? It's there in, go and Google it now. So you expect that will happen, and then there was a war that eviscerated 3 million people. Wow. And when the war was over, you just say, oh, nobody was vanquished, nobody was victorious. And then
3 hours.
But you still kept a memo and said, don't trust them.
Collect people money.
Yes.
Give them £20.
And then you took their properties. Ojukwu did not get back JAMB until 1992. Now his father's house, that is known as JAMB headquarters here in Ikoyi. It was after he came back from Ivory Coast. It was Babangida, I think, that gave him back the property. So any country that is perpetually carrying out systemic injustice against will lose more citizens than they should have.
All right, so you have seen it. So what do you think? All right, please do well to drop your comment on the comment section what you think. I'll see you shortly where I'll get to more update of what has happened. All right, thank you very much. God bless you.